Hello FutureMakers, welcome to TeacherPreneur. The one who learns from mistakes is already a winner. If you're someone who's trying to get selected for an interview and you want to be a winner, then you must learn from others' mistakes as well. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 10 mistakes that I made while giving teacher interviews. I hope that when you watch this video, you learn from these mistakes and do not repeat them in your teacher interview. If you're all set to learn, hit that like button and let's get started. The first mistake that we usually tend to do out of nervousness is using too many filler words. Filler words are words that have no meaning in the sentence, but we put them just because we get some time to think more. Like, actually, basically, all of these words should be minimized. You can always take your time before giving out the answer, but once you start giving the answer using different words like this in the middle of the conversation is not something that I recommend to you. The second mistake that we usually do is putting our hands on the table. The table space is basically for the interviewers to keep their stuff. You cannot put your hands on the table, lean out and then talk. That's a wrong thing to do. You must keep your hands below the table or you can move them while you talk, but never keep your hands on the table. The third rookie mistake that we do in interviews is giving out too much information. We should not disclose until asked what is your age, whether you're married or not, whether you have kids, how many kids do you have, where do you stay, how will you commute. All those things are after you get the job. At that point in the interview, you need not say a lot about yourself. Always keep your personal life to yourself because there's a reason it's called personal. If you're asked something, then you could of course say it, but without them asking, you need not reveal it. The fourth mistake that we usually do in our interviews is losing our focus. अगर कोई हमारा इंटरेस्टिंग टॉपिक आ जाए तो हम बहुत घुमा फिरा के दूर दूर की बातें करते हैं बट व्हाट द इंटरव्यूअर्स एक्चुअली वांट इज द एग्जैक्ट थिंग. Stop beating around the bush and जो बोलना है वो सीधा बोलो. This will increase your chances of getting selected. The fifth mistake that shows much about you as a person is how you valued your previous employee. Specifically when you're changing jobs, वो लोग जानबूझकर आपको पुरानी स्कूल या पुराने कल्चर के बारे में बहुत कुछ पूछेंगे. At that point, if you say anything negative about your previous organization, they will judge कि अगर तुम उसकी बुराई कर सकते हो तो कल को तुम हमारी भी बुराई कर सकते हो. Never say negative or wrong things about that previous organization. Always make things about yourself rather than blaming anybody from the past. The sixth thing that we usually ignore but is really important is your body language. Your body language tells a lot about you. From the time you enter to the time you exit, they are looking at you and understanding your body language. Now, I will not talk much about body language in this video because we have a separate video completely on how your body language should be in a teacher interview. I will link it in the I button and in the description box below. You will find the link to our playlist Teacher Interview Series. There are more than 70 videos that will help you in your teacher interview preparation. So make sure you watch them after you complete watching this video. The next thing that we tend to do in interviews subconsciously is not gauging our energy. When something is of our strength or something that we are very good at, उसके बारे में बात करते करते हम इतने एक्साइटेड हो जाते हैं, हम जोर से बात करते हैं, हमारे चेहरे के एक्सप्रेशंस चेंज हो जाते हैं. और अगर कुछ ऐसा पूछ लिया जिसका आंसर हमें नहीं पता है, then we come to so basically, हाँ तो मैम, this happens in the interview and I've seen it and I've gone through it. Please don't do that. एक न्यूट्रल एक्सप्रेशन और एक न्यूट्रल हाव भाव रखिए. अपने एनर्जी को हमेशा गेज करके रखिए. Don't be too desperate to answer and don't be so clueless कि आपको पता ही नहीं है कि तुम वहां क्यों आए हो, किस लिए बैठे हो. Just have your own stand with confidence. The eighth mistake that we usually do in our interviews are not preparing for the interview and not preparing for the most common questions that might be asked. To get your hands on the top 50 most asked teacher interview questions for free, you must log into www.teacherpreneur.in. The questions will be sent to your mailbox and the answers are available free on YouTube on our teacher interview series. Make sure you use these resources to your maximum because thousands of teachers have already used this and cleared their teaching interviews to get their dream teaching job. The second last mistake that we tend to do is being too money minded. There are a few pointers that we must keep in mind. First of all, never bring the salary in the start of the interview. Maybe towards the end of the video, but never in the start. Second, never reveal how much you earned in the previous organization. Third, always prepare your answer for how much salary are you expecting. You could watch our video if you want. Don't sound too money minded that the whole job is just about money for you. Always make sure that you give subtle hints about the money and say that teachers don't teach for the income, but they teach for the outcome. The result that I will see my kids grow up with such values and such wonderful marks will make me more happy than the money that I earn. Deal with this money aspect of the job very tactfully. The last mistake that we usually do is we do not follow up. हम इंटरव्यू देने के दिन तो बहुत एक्साइटेड होते हैं बट इंटरव्यू खत्म हो जाने के बाद we forget to follow up. If we get a call from the school within 5 days, within that particular week, great. But if you do not get a call even after a week of the interview, it is your duty to follow up with the school on the same. You could just take your phone and ask, Ma'am, I came for an interview recently with the school. I would like to know if the selections and results are out or not. If they say they are out, then you can check whether your name is on the list. And if they say your name is not on the list, it's okay. You could ask them for a feedback. Within a week or maximum 10 days, if you do not hear from the organization, it is your duty to call them or go and inquire in the school about what happened. Even if you're not selected, you could go and talk to the principal or the interviewer about what you can improve on. In this way, whenever there is opening next time, they will always remember that you were an honest candidate that I would love to have in their school. So that's it for today's video. Thank you for watching the whole video. At the end, I would only like to tell you that if it doesn't challenge you, it won't change you. If you want to change yourself and become more successful in cracking that interview, take up all interviews that come your way. Take that challenge and face the interview. The more interviews you face, the more confidence you will have. If you like the tips that we gave in today's video, do hit the like button. Comment and tell us what mistakes have you made in your interviews and share this video with your teacher friends and family. Also, don't forget to subscribe to TeacherPreneur and press that bell icon to be a part of our FutureMakers family. See you soon.